Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, welcome to another Geek Culture Congress. I am one of your hosts, as always, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, and I am accompanied by some very, very special guests today. I have Mr. Billy Young and the whole, most of the team, some of the team of Devious Eye Entertainment here.
Just three of us.
Yeah, just three of you, but I'm sure there's like 20 of you guys, right? Roughly. They're here to show us their new video game, which is called Reverie. It has a byline to it, right? What is it called? Reverie, the enemy within, something
Reverie
like
The Awoken.
The Awoken, there you go. And they're here to show it off, finally.
Yeah.
We had a conversation before at the Clearwater Comic Con when you guys were showing, you were just showing off the
we were showing just basically
the graphics and the sound
centerpiece, showing off kind of like what the world is and stuff. That's still kind of what we have here for you.
Okay.
But it is the first time that you will be able to see this public, so you're the first one to get to show this public.
Well, not only me, everybody here at Geek Culture Congress is going to be the first one to see this, right? Yes.
Exactly.
Hopefully later on I'll get joined by Joy Franchise. He has to go do some on-air stuff, so he was just here a little while ago, so he wants to try out the game too as well. But we're going to fire it up, right? And we're going to try it out. First off, before we fire it up, let's talk about more. I know we talked about it before. We did a quick interview at Clearwater Comic Con, but just in case for anybody who missed out, why don't you give us a little background on Devious Eye Entertainment first, anything that you guys have worked on before and stuff like that, and then also let's talk about the inspiration for Reverie.
All right, so Devious Eye Entertainment, we started 3 years ago.
Okay.
We were just a small little group of 5 people. We grew. We've had our, just like any other business, we've had our road bumps, we've had our hiccups. But we have been working on this for 3 years. And the nice thing about it is we're not just a video game company. We are an entertainment company. And actually, as a gift for having us here, I brought you all of our music albums that are released.
All right.
So you can play that whenever you want and share it with everybody.
Cool.
We only have one music artist, which oddly enough is me. But
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's electronic music.
Yeah.
I go by the artist name of Zombie in a Jar.
Nice.
So you can enjoy that. But besides that, we're an entertainment company. So we are essentially doing things in all aspects of entertainment. Video games is just kind of my forte. It's what I went to school for. So it's kind of where we're starting as far as our biggest project. And I would say with what we have accomplished in 3 years, I would say we are definitely on the move to bigger and better things as far as moving forward.
Very cool. Very cool. So, Reverie.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. The inspiration for the game. What jumped into your brain to decide? I want to make a survival horror game, and I can make it better than anybody else.
The inspiration for it is actually kind of funny. It was me sitting on a couch in a very creepy house for a week, and just one night I'm sitting there, and I will not lie, I was listening to Marilyn Manson.
Well, that'll do it.
And reading about weird psychiatric wards and all these places that closed down that could potentially be haunted, as well as reading about the Russian sleep experiment. And something just clicked in my head when I put all those things together, and essentially we ended up with what Reverie is. And what you have with this first game is it's actually the first of 3 games. So the game is actually designed to set you up with the world more than the characters. So as you play through the game, and as people come acquainted to the game and all the live action stuff we have, because we have a lot of live action stuff that's incorporated with it. It's really giving you the perspective of you're living in this world, and the world is really what's going to evolve around you as you play the sequel and then finally the final game in the trilogy.
Very cool, very cool. I like it so far. So let's fire it up.
All right.
Are we ready to fire it up? You had some news for us too and all that good stuff. Do you want to share that now, or you want to get into the game first?
We are partnered with Microsoft and Nintendo. We are going to be pushing our game to those platforms. As far as the other platforms that are out there, we actually just began talks yesterday with Sony to push the game to PlayStation, as well as something with Google Stadia. So what we are basically trying to accomplish is we want to release the game on all platforms, as
Okay.
well as we have a VR version that we are working on.
Oh wow, that's gonna be intense, especially with some PlayStation 4 VR
Yep.
and or some Oculus Rift or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow,
We
that's gonna
actually
be
have
intense.
the Oculus Rift software development kit. So
Oh,
we've
nice.
actually been playing with it a little bit with that. We can actually get it fired up and running in VR, but it does at the point that it's at now, it does only run for like 10 minutes and then it crashes because
Okay.
it creates the world three-dimensional. So
All right.
it makes it so the world's around you, which makes
Very
it
cool.
definitely a challenge.
So okay, so this part that we're looking at right here, this is the like a intro part.
This is essentially where you'll be starting.
Okay.
So the setting of Reverie in its entirety takes place at a mental institution known as Mount Moira Hospital.
All right.
You are currently at Mount Moira Hospital, and the way that this first game kind of plays is it's all based on your character's perception of reality.
Okay.
So basically, you start out here out front of the nice little hospital, and
Right.
you are free to roam everywhere because there's no loading screens.
Ah, okay. All right.
What you're in for is there are 4 monsters. They
Okay.
are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they are not programmed. They are just standing there in a stagnant pose.
I see.
This is more or less you can just kind of walk around and see the world in its entirety because the world is, I would say, about 98% complete.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
So yeah, whenever you want to.
All right. Yeah. That's
Go
right.
ahead.
So let's see. All right. So I got my controller here, my Xbox USB controller here.
Also,
and,
you can't look up and down. So
Oh, okay. So
we had an
okay.
issue with programming the actual
So
camera control.
no looking up and down, but left and right's fine.
Mhm.
All right. And is there any other controls here that I need to know about?
Nope, just
No,
walk. And
just walking.
move.
Okay.
There will be when you actually play the game. There will be a mechanic with a flashlight.
Mhm.
Kind of like an insider tip for everybody. That mechanic will be used to essentially
cool
stun
is that?
the monsters.
There's a slight delay here, but I can actually look at my laptop that's recording the video now.
Yeah.
Kind of, navigate myself here. So let's talk to your guests,
Absolutely.
your
All right.
fellow programmers here. What's your name? Sorry.
My name's Andrea.
Andrea. Andrea, welcome to Geek Culture Congress. What did you work on in Reverie here?
Thank you, thank you. I was helping with Unity build,
Okay.
putting some of the assets into the map.
Okay.
as well as,
So like the objects and stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Some of the piecing together,
Mm-hmm.
and then also doing run-throughs, and another team member who is not with us currently.
Okay.
So I would go through the map, run through it, give tips to her as to what needs to be patched up, and then she would go ahead and do the patchwork.
Okay. And then also your friend here. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Hi there, I'm Jenna.
Jenna, nice to meet you, Jenna. Welcome to Geek Culture Congress, and tell us
you.
what you were working on here for the Reverie project.
For the Reverie project, I'm actually a little bit newer to the team. I haven't
Okay.
done much with this
Ooh, I
game
like
in
that.
particular.
I like that little
I'm-
creepiness of moving there, of the object, that shadow there. Sorry,
Oh,
keep going.
go
Sorry. What else were you working on? Sorry.
Oh, I'm one of the spots for our I'm one of the hosts for our East spot.
Oh, okay. So you have like a kind of like a podcast too?
It's a
kinda,
show.
to
It's a YouTube show that we've been doing.
Yeah.
She's one of our newer hosts for it. We also have another host. Her name is Alex, but you can always catch their episodes every Monday and Friday.
All right, very cool. Very, very, very cool. So welcome. And okay, so I'm in this. What is this? It's like a hospital.
So right now you're actually in the mansion part of the hospital.
Okay.
Basically, if you go straight there, you're going to loop back around to where you were. So if you take that left, that's going to take you farther into the game.
Okay. And is there things to pick up yet, or
No.
it's just
The entire world will be interactive.
Mhm.
You'll be able to actually open and close all of those cabinets, all
Okay.
the drawers that you come across, the
Okay.
doors. Those are a key item there. Make sure you always close the doors, because this game's gameplay is very
Am
much.
I a child? Because I feel like I'm low,
Another issue we're having right now is when we actually render out the build.
which is okay, I guess. If I'm a 10-year-old, I guess it's okay, right?
When we render out the build of the
okay.
game, it actually, for some reason right now, it is rendering you as a child. You shouldn't be rendered as a child, but
This is
it's something
cool.
we're working on.
All right.
As we go more into like the programming and in depth with like the VR and stuff, we'll be able to get that kind of hammered out, so we don't have these issues of
Okay.
being small.
All right. So I'm just trying to get out here, right?
Yeah, so there's a dark room there to your left that's just completely dark, and I believe it's actually still empty right now. But there will be a key thing that goes on in that room when you come up to it in the actual game.
Okay.
So if you go back out and you keep walking down the hallway, you'll actually start to transition from this scene that you're in to our hospital scene.
Okay. Very cool. All right. So let's do that. Now, for anybody who like wants to like do something like this, give them the pains, the growing pains of actually trying to take on a project like this. Just in a nutshell, without giving the whole game away for free.
So my whole team is essentially made up of people who this is their first time doing anything like this.
Okay, very cool.
I'm the only one that went to school for it.
Oh, okay.
The only other person who is familiar with any of this is our creative director, Paul.
Right.
He started school for game design, and then he actually left school for game design to do film. So he is actually going to be heading up our film division once we get that up and rolling.
Okay, very cool.
But it was quite a challenge, just getting everybody kind of trained and taught on how this all works and how to make things happen.
Right.
We did from day one. We have jumped through 3 different engines to get to where we're at now. This is actually our 4th engine we're working with, which is Unity.
Okay.
We started with the Cry engine. Then we started using a modified version of the Doom 3 engine.
Like Unreal, kind of.
Well, Unreal was after that.
Right. Okay.
And then we had a mechanic we were going to use that was actually going to be like a cell phone mechanic, and it wouldn't actually work in Unreal. So then we jumped to Unity, and then all that changed since we've been doing so much more with the game.
Okay.
The game is, I would say the game is probably 6 times bigger than what it was originally supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. I like this creepiness here. There's like empty beds. I guess there's more that's going to be added here, so it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to leave that to everybody's imagination.
And you actually have a 2nd floor there, too.
Oh, okay.
So you could actually go upstairs. Now,
I
if
see.
you take a look at that right there, it says edit text here.
That's fine.
So that actually is there because we did launch a Kickstarter.
Right.
You saw it when we launched it.
Right.
We pulled it down. We are actually going to relaunch that Kickstarter in August.
Okay.
And we want to kind of hype people up and get them excited for it because if you join our Kickstarter, our Patreon, or you are, contributing to us in some way, we will have every one of those in the game will have something designed by you.
Oh, very cool. I like that. It's very cool. Okay, so this is my first going up the floor? Okay. Very cool. Of course, anybody watching this is an unfinished product. We're getting a really raw behind-the-scenes look at this game right now, so you just get a feel for the graphics and the texture of the game that Reverie is going to be when it's finally done. This is just a teaser for
what's to come.
What's to come? Yes.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah, it's just the beginning. So it looks really good. Besides the build obviously is not done yet, but that's why it's taking me a little while to turn. But the graphics look great. It looks really creepy. It looks really ominous. The setting.
Wait till you walk up on one of our monsters.
All right, cool. Am I going the right way here? Let's see, because I'm just going in between some rooms here. All right.
Yeah, these are just mainly rooms. Now that room there, it's going to have a key item in it once the game is fully playable.
Okay.
And there's actually a mirror image of that room on the other side of the entire map.
Very cool.
And basically, in both of those rooms, there will be a flashlight. I'll give that away to everybody right now. There'll be a flashlight. Each flashlight does something different to the monsters. So the gameplay for the monsters is it's very much run away, hide and seek. That's why I said you want to make sure you close doors. The monsters cannot open the doors.
I
So
see.
you run into a room, you close the door, give it a little bit, the monster will stop. Basically,
Am I going the right way here?
Yeah, go back downstairs.
Okay.
I mean, I can guide you if you want, or I can just let you wander.
Yeah. Just for the show's sake, just to, because now everybody's just gonna see me wandering around.
All right, let's show you a monster.
Is this a monster here?
No. Go turn around, and go back down the stairs.
Okay.
We'll go see a monster. I'll show you my favorite one so far. So there will be 10 monsters in the game. All 10 monsters will be able to roam the entire map freely.
Okay.
So they can come after you anywhere except for out in the front lawn where you start.
Uh-huh.
And the reason for that is because there will actually be a door that you will have to open once
Right.
you get into that.
Right.
And when you get into that door, that will essentially open that door so they can all start roaming.
Okay.
So
I'm lost now, so you gotta help me now.
go back to the main room that you were just in.
All right.
And then if you take the right
Okay.
and go down the stairs.
Of course, there's gonna be like some kind of heads up kind of thing, maybe just to show you that you've been there already. Or no, not quite.
The sense of direction, you will have a map in the game.
I see.
But it'll kind of be up to you to kind of keep an eye on like your sense of direction as far as where you've been and stuff.
Right.
You will
Is this
have
it
an
right
interactive option with the map to actually mark like key locations.
Okay, that's cool.
As well as there'll be key items you have to find, which will be ticked off on the map as well to let you know that you found the item in that area.
Okay.
Go all the way down that hall,
Very cool.
which it is out rendering everything. So that's what the game looks like when it's not rendering stuff.
Very cool. Okay, so that was a quick load, right?
Actually, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did put you where I was trying to get you to. So now you're in the
fair
morgue,
enough. Cool.
which you weren't supposed to be able to drop into it like that. But hey, you're in the morgue.
Hey.
Very convenient.
Elevators right now don't work, but go back the other way because there's a way out the other way. I'm going to lead you to my favorite monster now because he's actually down on the other side of the morgue.
This
so
way?
if you follow that path, it's going to lead you into our bunker. Then you're going to take the left. You're going to go inside here.
Oh, there was something on the floor there. What was that? Oh,
You go out that door. And you're going to want to go that way.
all right.
That's a good test, too, because that fan's supposed to be spinning.
Uh,
So I know I have to fix that fan's animation. All right, take this right. And go all the way down the hallway.
this is a room now. All the way down the hallway. Okay. Of course, in these rooms, there's going to be stuff for them to find, and
Oh, yeah.
and clues or whatever, or little things, or just scenes or something like that. All right, down the stairs. What else we got going on here? I like the darkness. It looks really creepy. I like the
Took you
lightning
down the wrong
flashes
hallway.
too.
But
okay.
if you keep going straight,
Uh-huh.
this room here,
Okay.
kind of like another little giveaway, this
Okay.
room will be very important in the game.
Okay.
There will be a reason you want to come to this room. But now if you
Interesting.
double back,
All right.
you're going to see how big this is.
It's pretty big already. All right. Let's see what else here. So down this way. Back up. Okay. Where am I going now?
You're going to go straight back to where we were with the fan.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
And just so everybody knows, the reason why the roof wasn't loading and stuff, that all
Mhm.
has to do with a rendering option that's known as occlusion.
Okay.
So go to your right. You're going to go down this far hallway.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So right now you're in the bunker, and you are currently walking to leave the bunker, and you're going to actually end up in our prison area. And right now, the entireness... Oh, there's some more occlusion issues. The entirety of where you are right now is actually underground.
Okay.
And that definitely shouldn't be doing that. But that's, like I said, it's occlusion stuff. It's things we have to go back and fix.
I see. It's there. It's just a
'Cause
little rendering thing.
The reason why it's actually doing that is it's actually rendering those bars
Uh-huh.
as solid material.
I see.
So anything on the other side isn't loading because the player isn't on the other side. Therefore, it's giving you that weird
Very cool.
effect.
Okay, so where am I going now? Down this way?
Hold on, I'm turned around myself now. Yeah, we can go down here.
Okay.
I think this connects to the other part of the prison.
Oh, down here. Oh, doesn't let me there.
Yeah, we can't get through that door. All right,
Okay.
so let's go back up.
Very cool. I like those flashes. Make the lightning go off there when you fix it. All right, so down this way. Okay, there's some more lightning. Nice.
Go down that hallway.
Right here?
Nope.
No.
Oh, now we can't go back down. Okay, let's go up the stairs. I may have to restart it. I think we just trapped ourselves.
Did we? No.
Yep, trapped ourselves.
Like I said, we do this show live to tape, ladies and gentlemen. So while he reboots us here, I like the way it's looking right now. The way it's looking right now is really, really, really cool. So as you can see, it's not a finished product, but that's why we're going to be working on a Kickstarter and all that stuff. So we can make it happen. The everything that you guys need to invest in it so you get it on the platforms and all that stuff, right? Exactly. Okay. And let's see. All right. All right, we're gonna reload here. All right, let's see how fast I can do this now. This is the beginning. So when you start this game off, you're starting literally like you don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
so what objects do you start off with?
Nothing.
Ideally, where you're gonna
start
with?
off with
If it's nothing or just
nothing. You get up and it's basically like, why are you here? Our voice actress, because you are playing as a female character.
Okay.
She will basically be like, what am I doing here? Like, and then it just goes from there. And it's basically like trying to figure out what her connection is with this entire hospital, with this place. What's her history here? And why is the world, as you see it in the game, perceived the way it is? Because it's being perceived how she sees it.
Right. So it's more apocalyptic kind of, like...
Kind of, sort of.
Or apocalyptic as far as just this house.
Let's just say there's a lot
more behind the story than...
The guy in charge did a lot of experiments.
I see.
And let's just say the experiments came to life.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
And they're not too happy.
And they're not very happy at all.
Nor friendly.
That's how they usually are. Okay, so give me right or left?
Yep, go to the left.
Oh, left.
Maybe this time the occlusion won't delete the hallway.
Let's see here. I have your website is on the video version of this, but for anybody listening on the audio only stream, go ahead and give them the website and all the all the socials and stuff like that, so they can follow you guys so they can keep up on the development of this game.
So you can go to deviouseye.com and you can actually see everything on our website, from our team members to the game's page to our show eSpot. And if you actually go there tomorrow, it's there today, but it won't work. But if you go there tomorrow, you can actually sign up for our alpha.
Okay.
So our alpha will be taking place in July.
All right.
There is a countdown timer on the game page. And basically what the alpha will be
Where
is
am I going now?
essentially
Sorry. Straight? Okay.
The alpha will essentially be exactly what you're doing now.
Okay.
So what we're asking you guys in the community to go ahead and walk our world.
Okay, very cool.
And tell us where we have issues. So I'm sure you noticed as you're walking down some of the hallways, you could see through the wall. You can see like some issues, things that aren't occlusion based, because we'll definitely have a better build for you guys as far as the occlusion. So we won't have just disappearing things happening.
Right.
But just random things that you see that just seem out of place, maybe, and I'll be honest, you'll probably be a child size going through it. I'm not going to lie there, but you definitely won't be a child size when it comes to the final product. But sign up for the alpha. We will be choosing people for the alpha, and the alpha will, once you sign up, you will get more details on everything that goes into the alpha. And see, now it didn't occlude it and disappear, so there's your staircase you wanted to get to.
Okay.
So now I can direct you. I'll direct you to one monster real quick, and then I'll direct you to the other one.
All right, cool.
Ladies, what's our other social medias? I'm doing all the talking.
Yeah. Come on, chime in anytime you guys want. Okay.
Yeah, we have.
Where am I going? Left or right? Sorry.
I'll go to the left.
Okay.
We have a Patreon. You can find us at patreon.com/Devious Eye.
Okay.
Where we have our esports listed there, as well as we have different tiers, and different tiers will get you all different goodies.
Up here, take a right.
Okay.
You can check it out to see what those goodies are.
Oh, very cool. All right.
Also,
So
here's our
this is
first monster. He looks lovely.
okay. So does he have a name yet, or anything you want to share yet? You want to not spoil that yet?
Can't spoil that.
All right.
He is actually connected to one of our live action characters. And there'll
Okay.
be more on that. If you sign up for the alpha, you'll get to know that stuff sooner than anybody else.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. So will you have like a life bar, or you'll know when you're dying or not?
The
or
screen on the edge
It'll
will
just-
start to turn red, and
I see.
eventually it'll get darker and darker and darker until it just goes black.
until
If
you're
you
dead,
die, you
until
will
you're
start
until you're monster food.
exactly. So you will, if they should get you,
Mhm.
you will start at the very beginning all over again outside.
That there while I song in. So the other monster, how far is he from where I'm at right
Not too far.
now? Okay.
We can get there fairly quick, actually.
Sorry, my other computer that's recording the audio decided to go to sleep.
So if you go back out
Alright,
the
so,
main
right
door
here?
where he was,
Okay.
and I think nope, keep going straight.
Oh, straight. Okay.
I believe it's this right.
Very cool.
Yeah, so this is gonna take you back down to the prison,
All right.
which I'm sure everybody will see that the ceiling was missing there.
Nah.
That's the type of things we want you guys to look at for the
Okay.
alpha. But like I said, there'll be more information on that when people sign up.
Very cool.
And like I said, sign-ups will be tomorrow, right on our website on the games page.
All right here.
Speaking of website and social. we
Yeah,
also
socials.
have-
Yeah.
Besides the Patreon, we also have our Twitter, Devious Eye Entertainment, and then we have Instagram as well. And of course our Facebook. Facebook, Devious Eye Entertainment. You can always like the page and follow us. That way you can get updates on the website and on Facebook too.
Where am I going? Sorry. Okay,
Oh.
down here, right?
Yep, down.
All right. Now where am I
You go
going?
straight.
Straight. Okay.
And on Facebook and Instagram, we have little sneak peeks. We have screenshots
Go off
of
there
the
to the
game
left.
featuring some of our
Right here?
monsters
Nope.
too.
Keep going down the hallway.
Oh, so you have some images of the monsters already?
Yep, on
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram. I believe there's some on Twitter too, but we have screenshots of the world, good creepy ones, as well as some of the monsters that are both in this playable experience here,
Okay.
and ones that are yet to come.
Very cool. All right, where am I going now? Oh, that's the
Oh,
one
you
I didn't
can't
let
go
me
through
in.
there?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is where the next guy is. I can't go through there yet.
well,
It's all right. I think the one monster you showed me, that was cool. It was very cool.
if you go back, I
uh-huh.
can take you to see the one in the garden.
All right, one more, and then we'll probably wrap it up here. Let's see where. Okay, so out of here.
Nope, keep going straight.
Going straight. Okay.
You get back to the stairs. Which are gonna
Okay.
be down
Those
there.
little creepy stairs. These little ones.
Yep. Nope.
No.
Back out there.
Okay.
I'll take you to see the garden monster.
All right. Let's do it.
A lovely stroll in the garden, if you will.
So our garden is actually our most graphically demanding area.
Okay.
What you saw at Clearwater
Yes.
and what people
Yeah. Okay.
and what
So
people got to see at Largo,
that was the garden.
it looks totally different now.
Okay. Very cool. All right.
You
Yeah,
guys
so
saw basically
so-
the first version of it.
Very cool because we did. I think I did show that on the previous show. We did some live or whatever, and we did show a little bit of that. So let's show them how it looks now, right? Before we
So,
so they can see some progress.
way?
That way. Okay.
and then you're gonna turn to the right and go all the way down the hallway.
Well, this is very cool. So the one in Clearwater, you couldn't even do all this.
Nope.
Yeah, because
This is first time. This is first time everybody's getting to see the entire world.
Exclusive, ladies and gentlemen.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Exactly. At Clearwater and Largo, we had just the garden available, and even then, the garden wasn't nearly what it is right now.
Wow.
What you're about to see.
And you guys did a lot of work so far.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Constantly moving.
Yeah. Very, very cool. All right. And this way?
I would say the hardest thing that we have developing this is making the character not
This
a
way?
child. Yeah, keep going straight.
Was always the simplest things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now at this door, you're gonna take a left,
Right here.
and that's gonna lead you to the garden.
Okay.
So the garden has 3 entrances. It has an entrance to both hospitals, which you're on the far side now. Directly across from you is the other side, and then over to your left is actually the manor that you were just in, because if you go to the first floor, you can actually come out as well. So as you can see, what you're seeing now, if you just kind of stand there for a moment, there is now what is our day-night cycle. So we actually have a day-night cycle for the game now, so that way you actually can experience the game in the daytime and the nighttime.
Okay.
The daytime right now, if you look, everything has a reddish hue. The sky does not. The sky will when we're done, because the whole point of daytime is to just be red. So all the times that you were walking through all of those other areas and there was the red hue that would just come through,
Right.
that's from the daytime. So if you go to your right, go to the right.
Right. Okay. Well, I see. You could feel it as you're trying to turn all the graphic demands that's pulling on the game right now. Okay, so now where am I going?
Going down
Right
this path.
Oh, down the path. Okay. Okay, this path wasn't here before, right?
It was, but not in the detail it's in.
I see. Very cool.
And then up those stairs is another one of our monsters.
There he is, waiting
Alright.
for you.
Let's check them out. Oh yeah. I see. I think I've seen some promo of this one.
Yeah, we got screenshots of him.
Yeah, he's very cool. Very, very cool. And then to make these guys do what you want them to do is another ball game, right?
It's just animation
Right.
and using a tool known as navigation.
Mm-hmm.
What navigation will allow us to do is navigation will allow us to actually animate them and have them roam the entire map.
Right.
So once they start roaming the entire map, like I said, insider tip, close doors. If you close doors, you'll be safe. They also, just so people don't know, when you have the flashlights, like I said, one will do one specific thing to the monsters and another will do other things to the specific monsters. And see, now
Very
you're
cool.
getting ready to go to nighttime.
Oh,
So there
I like
goes
that.
your day-night
Wow.
cycle.
Okay, very cool. I'm glad we got to show people this part. Yeah.
Yeah, nighttime's my favorite because it definitely shows off the lighting.
Oh yeah.
But all of that, those buildings and walls and roofs and everything, that all wasn't there when people got to play it at Clearwater and Largo.
Nice.
That's all part of the new.
Wow. Oh wow, I like that. I like the flashes.
Yeah, we've definitely been moving, and with how quickly we've been moving, I'm really proud of our team, actually, honestly. Because we didn't.
This is really impressive from where the level that you guys were at in Clearwater and where your guys at right now. I mean, that's pretty impressive. You know.
A lot of us, most of us, like Billy was saying earlier, at the beginning of this, is that most of us didn't go to school for this. Yet we pick it up quickly. We're learning,
Very cool.
teaching each other, self-teaching. So everyone who joins us, they
Yeah.
hit the ground running. Like Jenna joined us recently, and she's hit the ground running, just killing it on the E spot. So
Awesome.
people who are picking up Unity, developing the game, they're picking it up. We're moving right along.
Cool.
So,
Okay,
and you can
so
definitely see it here too.
I asked. No, it looks real. It looks really good. I mean, you got like floating leaves now and everything. The rain was there before, right?
Rain was there before.
Yeah.
Rain's
I
a little
like
bit
it.
better now than it
Yeah.
was. Audio matches the rain that's actually going. If it wasn't having a little bit of a lag, you would actually be able to see that better. Also, when the rain hits the ground, you would see it better than if we didn't have the lag. But yeah, we got leaves, particles, flowers. We got an
Cool.
area where you have like sakura flowers floating through the air. So you have all these red things floating through
Nice.
the air.
I can't wait till it's finally working. So to get you to your goal, you got the Kickstarter starting, right?
Gonna be in August.
That's going to
We're
be in
gonna relaunch
August.
it in
okay?
August.
So anybody who wants to support you in the Kickstarter, keep visiting deviouseye.com. That's your website, right? The regular website.
Devious Eye.
All your socials that we just plugged in. Let's plug them one more time.
Yep, we have Instagram,
Mhm.
deviouseye.com/deviouseye. We have Twitter, which is deviouseye as well. And then we have Facebook, which is Devious Eye Entertainment. And then we also have our YouTube. If you go to YouTube, just look up Devious Eye Entertainment, and our channel will pop up. With
And then the other
photos.
show, the G Spot, the G.
It's eSpot. It's
eSpot?
over,
Yeah, there you
over
go.
on the YouTube page as well. You can also find that on our Patreon. and on the website, the Devious Eye.
Yeah, you can actually watch the latest episode on the website. So
Oh,
if you're
right,
on the
very
website
cool.
and actually go to that page.
DeviousSci.com just to make life simple for yourself, right?
Everything's
you
on
go.
there. All the
Everything's
links
there,
are
all
on
the
there.
links.
Stuff. We got a couple new things that are fixing to come on there.
Okay. And then the alpha testing starts.
Alpha testing will start. When does it start?
July.
I think it's July 26th.
And that's
26th.
PC only, right?
PC only.
Uh-huh.
It's July 26th.
It is
Yeah.
July 26th.
July
It
26th.
starts July
Okay.
26th.
Confirmed.
Right.
Like I said, signups will go live tomorrow. The form is on our website, but if you fill it out right now, it ain't gonna go nowhere
Okay.
because we're still actually finalizing the
Some
form.
confidentiality forms, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So basically,
Legalese.
basically, we're asking if you want to help us finish this, if you want to have a little say in it and have a little part in it, definitely go on there, sign up tomorrow. We'll close signups. We'll give it about a week, and we'll probably close signups after a week.
Very cool.
But yeah, and other than that, the only thing that I can say is we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people who were with us and the people who are with us now.
Very cool.
So publicly on this podcast, I am going to say that if they listen to it or watch it and they see what they're doing, whether they're a part of this now or part of us back in the day, everybody will be credited in the credits for the game.
Awesome.
So
Very cool.
I definitely want to give credit where credit's due.
Very cool, man. That's very cool. So let's get you back when we have some more progress on the game and
Absolutely.
and when we're ready to start marketing it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll get it on a Switch or a PS4 or whatever it is, yeah, the Xbox even.
We'll see if we come back and we'll show you gameplay.
All right. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool.
Even if
Did
it's-
we show everybody here everything that we could do here as far as this build?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can jump if you want to hit.
Ah,
I think
well.
if you hit A, you jump. Yeah. You have a little jump.
Yay.
You will be able to jump in the game. You will be able to sprint. Right now, we can't map sprint to a button for some reason. 'Cause it won't
That's
work,
all right.
but you'll
Little
be
by
able
little,
to.
baby steps.
Like I
Baby
said,
steps.
when the game comes out, always remember flashlight.
Oh.
And what do I always say?
Oh, this might be giving it away though.
Just go ahead.
All right, you heard it here.
All right, go ahead.
Blue light. Blue light means bad. Typically in video games, red means bad, but watch out for those blue lights. They'll,
All right.
Blue lights mean bad.
Very cool, very cool.
Don't
Thank you
forget
so
to
much for
close the
coming
doors.
by,
Yes,
Billy,
absolutely.
and
Thanks for
everybody
having us.
here. Devious Eye Entertainment. Go check them out right now. DeviousEye.com. Go support them. Do you want to do the alpha testing, or if you want to help on the Kickstarter, that's all going to be up soon there. DeviousEye.com. All the socials, everything they're working on. Everything for Reverie The Awakening. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here on Geek Culture Congress, and let's have you back as soon as we get some gameplay, and or
Absolutely.
even if we just get some progress, let's get you back
Oh,
and
yeah,
let's show
absolutely.
more of it to everyone.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now that we know we can make it happen.
We'll let you be the first one to see our next.
Awesome,
monster.
man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Geek
Thank
Culture
you.
Congress signing off. Until next time, guys. Have a good one.